Welcome to Streaming Into the Voids, What's New in Streaming, where we tell you what's coming the week of August 29th. I'm Kim Hollis, and with me are David Mumpower.
Hi, everyone.
Raul Burrell.
Hello.
And Tim Bridey.
Hi, friends.
We'll start with YouTube and Taskmaster Season 22 coming September 3rd.
Greg Davies and his faithful assistant and show creator Alex Horn are back to torment a fresh group of 5 comedians with the show's trademark blend of baffling challenges and creative chaos. This season's cast actually includes a couple of people you might recognize, including Doctor Who's Matt Lucas and British comedian Richard Ayoade.
We'll move on to Netflix and Four Hands, Two Sonatas, Season 1, coming August 29th. In this Korean series, when 2 young pianists from completely different worlds meet at an elite music high school, the melodies of their lives become intimately intertwined. Next up is Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, the Sorcery of Nymph Circe, coming August 30th.
In this anime film, Hathaway Noah leads a rebel group in a fight against the corrupt Earth Federation government, but when he meets a mysterious woman, his resolve is tested.
On September 1st is Jared Freid, The Family Plan.
From vacationing with his parents to a Karen video that hits close to home, the comedian keeps his issues in the family in this special.
Also on September 1st is Untold Ray Gun, Breaking Badly.
From Australian academic to global meme, breakdancer Reagan recounts her offbeat path to the Olympic stage and the infamy that followed. Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed. On September 2nd is Lovesick, Season 1. During the Mexican Revolution, Amelia Sori pursues her dream of becoming a doctor, defying convention in search of love, purpose, and independence. Also on September 2nd is Turning Point, Generation 9/11.
With first-hand accounts of the attacks and their aftermath, this documentary explores how 9/11 shaped a generation 25 years later. 25 years ago.
I know. Yeah.
I still remember everything about it. Kim was working for a newspaper at the time, and she was relaying information to the rest of us via emails, and it was incredible all the way around. Some of the stories I remember were so dark and so harrowing, and yet it remains one of the most important stories of our lifetime.
On September 3rd is The Gentleman, Season 2.
Eddie has big plans to expand his thriving empire with or without Bobby's blessing. Susie starts sniffing out a new way to diversify the business.
On September 4th, it's Earl Meets World, Season 1.
Ample warning as Alex Earl brings her drama to Netflix. We're asked to follow along with the Get Ready With Me social media personality as we explore her life behind the scenes.
This is high on the list of no one wants this.
Somebody's watching her videos.
We'll close out Netflix with Teenage Wasteland, coming September 4th.
In 1991, an eccentric teacher and his students expose a toxic waste conspiracy through a DIY documentary. Decades later, they look back on its impact. I'm actually a little confused. Is this like an actual documentary that's a follow-up to a
Correct.
documentary?
It's a documentary about a documentary. Yep.
Okay. I was wondering if it was like a fictional thing. Okay.
Yep. On Disney Plus, we have Lego Star Wars: The Mandalorian coming September 2nd. Filled with unexpected laughs and action-packed fun, this new animated galactic adventure celebrates your favorite stories and characters from all 3 seasons of the Mandalorian series. And that goes hand in hand with Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu, which will also debut on September 2nd on Disney+.
The theatrical release from this charming duo was disappointing, well, at least at the box office. I think people who saw it, enjoyed it. But maybe more fans will pick it up now that it's appearing on the platform where the series found success. And also, I still think they should have called it The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda.
I completely agree with you.
The film only made $345 million, and I think you just explained why it's missing the other $650 million.
Dave Filoni is totally at fault for the failure of this project. The previous, probably worse regarded Star Star Wars movie was the two-part Clone Wars animated movie that came to theaters as a movie. It was written and directed by Dave Filoni and focused on Jabba the Hutt's son, Rota the Hutt. And lo and behold, Dave Filoni wrote Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu, and it focuses on, oh, wait a minute, Jabba the Hutt's son, Rota the Hutt. So I'm starting to see a pattern here, guys. Maybe stop letting Dave Filoni get involved in Star Wars projects.
You mean Dave Filoni, who's now running Star
I
Wars?
was just gonna say the guy who's in charge of Star Wars.
Okay.
This is all basically an opportunity to excuse Jon Favreau for this disaster.
Okay, there you go. On September 3rd from Disney Plus and Hulu is Chad Powers Season 2.
What? Oh my God.
Oh, you're going to have to watch it, aren't you?
My nemesis, Chad Powers, is a superstar on the field, but his odd behavior off it has everyone suspicious, especially Coach Hudson and Jerry. Ricky knows the truth, but if Russ and Danny want Chad to survive the regular season and lead the Catfish to the college football playoff, she's their only hope. This stars Glenn Powell as Chad Powers, a disgraced football player who disguises himself and returns to play college football. And as far as I could tell, he is perpetrating a con on everybody, and this is probably illegal, so I don't understand how we're supposed to be cheering for this guy.
So I've always thought that Raul was way, way, way too hard on this, but then I just learned that the name of the team is the Catfish,
I know.
and now I'm with him every step of the way.
I know. Oh, we totally look forward to you talking about this in a future episode of the regular podcast. On Paramount Plus, we have the Varnell Hill Show Season 1 coming September 1st.
In this Martin spinoff,
Wait, Martin? Like the 90s sitcom?
What's that?
What year is it?
Martin ran from August 27th, 1992 to May 1st, 1997. So this spinoff is ever so slightly delayed. But Tommy Davidson, whom we love, reprises his Varnell Hill character. In the series, Varnell adapts to stay relevant in a changing industry while navigating relationships between network executives, business stakeholders, and creative teams during show production. Martin Lawrence will appear in a guest role. 29 years later spinoff. That's new.
Well, I'm glad to see that Martin Lawrence could find time in his busy schedule to appear in a guest role.
On September 3rd is Clash of the Thundermans. When Chloe's dangerous new power emerges, she's ordered to superhero boarding school. The family divides as Phoebe, Barb, and Billy hide with her, while Max, Hank, and Nora pursue them, leading to a battle over their future. This is based on the Nickelodeon series, and it will debut simultaneously on Nick and Paramount Plus.
Yeah, the Thundermans ended on Nickelodeon only 8 years ago, so I'm thinking they needed to wait another good 20 years before they came back to the project.
Way too soon, Thundermans. And also on September 3rd, speaking of things that come back, it's Scary Movie.
The sixth film in the comedy series makes its way to streaming after earning more than $100 million at the domestic box office.
It's crazy that it made that much. On Prime Video, we have The Runner coming September 2nd.
A successful London-based attorney is thrust into a tense and dangerous chase across the city after her son is abducted. Forced to obey a series of cryptic commands from a mysterious caller, she races against time through a web of secrets and threats in a desperate bid to save her son. Gal Gadot and Damian Lewis star.
On Apple TV, Mayday will debut on September 4th.
In 1987, while flying a Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird on a mission over Soviet Russia, a U.S. Air Force pilot is forced to eject his plane to survive a mid-air collision with a MiG-29. In the Russian wilderness, he meets and befriends a Russian ex-KGB carpenter who agrees to help him escape enemy territory. Unless you think this was an action drama, Ryan Reynolds and Kenneth Branagh star. So it's an action comedy.
Mm-hmm. Sure sounds weird.
It does.
The real comedy actually comes from, if you've watched the trailer, Kenneth Branagh is actually the action part of that.
Yes, right.
Okay, on Acorn TV, we have The Assassin Season 1 coming August 31st. A retired assassin reunites with her estranged son, but her dangerous past catches up with them, forcing them to go on the run together while uncovering a dark conspiracy that threatens their relationship. Keely Hawes and Freddie Highmore star. On Tubi, we have Arena Access with Mariah Rose coming September 3rd.
Sports creator. I'm not calling her a sports creator. She has never created a sport. Internet personality Mariah Rose takes viewers inside the arenas of major sporting events, exploring the culture, food, and community that define each city. And then the murders began?
I don't know. You're lucky to get all the You're lucky to get all the influencer content this week.
So basically, it's James Nesmith, it's Abner Doubleday, and it's Mariah Rose are the made sports creators.
You know it. All right, we will close it out with Hallmark Plus and Much About Love coming August 29th.
A television director returns to her theater roots for a Shakespeare festival and runs into an old flame, rekindling a merry war of wits in this modern retelling of Much Ado About Nothing. As someone who loves Hallmark movies and Shakespeare comedies, this is my wheelhouse. So when Kim asks in a moment what we're going to watch this week, I can just go ahead and tell you right now, the only thing I'll be watching is Much About Love.
Yep, I figured we'd be watching that, and I actually am interested because I think it sounds kind of charming, believe it or not. And then I will finally watch The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda.
Yes, I'm going to watch The Mandalorian and Baby Yoda as well. But of course, top of my list will be Taskmaster. And I'll be honest, I'm going to watch Mayday on Apple TV because Ryan Reynolds is always funny when he hams it up in front of the cameras. So I'll be there.
So go watch something.